soul friends, thanks for being here on my channel, Clarity with Cara Lee. Today's pick a card reading is about your future blessing. What's the next blessing that's coming into your life, and how can you align yourself with this future, with your future self, with your soulful self, in order to help this next blessing come into your life with ease? We have 3 piles here to choose from. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Please check or pick the deck that resonates with you the most, and then we will get into your reading. Or you know what, if you want to pick with the gemstones, you can do that as well. And to start, pile number 1, we have pyrite, or also fool's gold. Pile number 2, we have the Himalayan salt. And pile number 3, we have the honey calcite, which is one of my absolute favorite stones. Okay, excellent. You can pause the video now and make a choice. Pick piles 1, 2, or 3, and then as usual, the timestamp to get to your video is in the description box below. Hey, pile number 1, this is your reading. Okay, so we're looking at what is your next big blessing, and I can see from your cards that came out that, oh my gosh, you have been wishing and hoping and dreaming of this thing, whatever it is. You've been praying for it, you've been hoping for it, and you have really been working on your faith, and that is really important. And the first message I'm getting right now from Spirit is that your faith in the universe, in your dreams, in yourself, that is going to get you where you need to go. That is going to be the driving force that's going to anchor your dreams into, see right here, it's almost as if your dreams that are out here in the universe kind of like unfolding, bubbling together like a puzzle piece. All the pieces are coming together, and you are this tether that your grounding, your solidity, I'm hearing, is really going to anchor this dream into the earth. It's almost like she's holding on to this kite, and the kite, sometimes it's almost like our dreams, they feel so out of reach, so out of touch, they feel so fickle, as if we have our head in the clouds, right? This feeling of, oh, I'm too dreamy. My dreams aren't really possible. But for you, the faith that you have built up, and that takes a lot of work and dedication, the faith that you have in yourself and your dreams, that and the work that you've been doing to anchor your dreams into reality, to really believe in them, to tether them to your heart, to your world, to the soles of your feet even. You see how it's wrapped around her foot here? I'm getting a lot of anchoring into the earth, into your present reality, this sensation, this feeling of lightness, of love, of gratitude that you've been really working on. And the fact that you've been working on it and aware of it and focusing on the positive, love-filled intentions that you have for this dream, for this blessing that you've been actually praying for, that you've been really talking to the universe about, is coming in because of your work grounding into the earth, rooting into your present reality, but still focusing on the hope and faith that you need to have in order to manifest miracles. Now, what's next here? We have the 3 of Swords reversed, and I don't normally read reversals, but this came up reversed, and so I think I might start doing that. And sometimes I actually get a message from Spirit and they tell me to turn the cards around or to interpret it in the other way. There's just so many negative cards in the tarot that I don't like to give them free reign. You know, I want to keep things really light and inspirational here, because I know from my experience with healing trauma, a lot of the times that spiritual teachers don't mean to be, but they are triggering in the things that they say, and not being aware of how trauma actually can make us feel like we're so undeserving. We don't know how to take those tiny little baby steps that are going to get us to where we want to go. It's really difficult when you have experienced trauma in your life, disappointment, as you can see from the 3 of Swords, to to feel grounded, to feel rooted in the present moment, to actually believe that you're worthy of your dreams. But what I can see here is that, yes, you've had so much disappointment in the past. You've been really hurt by other people in your life. And Spirit is basically saying, here that, you've been doing the work, you've been doing the healing work. And oh my God, I'm going to turn this around for a second, because look at her. She's hollering at the moon, just like out in so much agony, all that pain, all that disappointment, all that betrayal. She's just pulled in all these different directions, not knowing what to do, what to believe in. But what Spirit is saying, that yes, you've been through these trials and tribulations, you've been hurt, you've been betrayed, but you haven't let it stop you from following your spiritual truth, from aligning yourself with what your soul really wants. You haven't let it stop you, even though it has taken a long time. The journey has been long. Look at this. At the end of the reading, you have the Hermit. And I'm looking at this as in, like, if you look at this as a journey of healing your inner self, of healing your shadow self, your inner child, those wounds from the past. And even though you've been hurt, you've been betrayed, you've seen the worst of the worst in people, you still hold on to hope. You still hold on to your faith. You still hold on to this dream that you've had. And because of that, you're being rewarded. You've done a lot of karmic balancing with this Justice card here in this life. You've done so much karmic balancing, and the universe wants to reward you. It's going to take a little bit more time, maybe, than you think, than you hope. With the Hermit card here, karma sometimes takes a long time to balance, longer than we'd like. See this journey? I'm looking here at this journey up this mountain. It starts with these steps and then becomes maybe a little bit harder, a little more narrow. But if you look really closely in this card, the stairs going up the mountain are lit. There's like fireflies that are leading the way, magic leading the way. And even though it's dark and you don't know exactly where you're going, look at how she's even left her lantern here lantern kind of at the beginning of this journey. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to trust the magic. I'm going to trust the universe to light my path. I'm going to trust the little breadcrumbs that Spirit has left out for me, even in the dark. And the light shines within me. All of the answers that I'm seeking are within me. And I'm developing this sense of faith in the universe, yes, in God, yes, but also in myself. I am the light. I am the oracle. I've learned to trust my gut. And because you've learned to trust your gut, your instincts, because you've learned to basically, Spirit is saying, see in the dark, because you've learned to see in the dark so well with your faith, you are going to be rewarded with your dreams. You've held on to hope. You've held on to the magic. Even in times of darkness, you've learned to heal, even, I'm hearing, generational traumas. You've really taken the initiative to do the healing work for the generations in your family, your ancestors, for your spirit team. Look at these two cards with all these stars, and it's almost as if these are your spirit guides, or this is your soul family that's around you, that's been helping you. You can't see them, but you believe in them. You know that they're there. And because you've done so much inner healing work, you've gone within. Actually, if you put these two cards together, look at this. You put these two cards together, and the path, I don't know, can you see the path going here leads the way to your dreams. And you trusted the magic, you trusted your gut instincts, you trusted the little breadcrumbs that Spirit has left for you. And because you've done that, you've been working really diligently on that, even though, look at here on this card, there's the darkness surrounding her on here. The darkness is surrounding her. The darkness is surrounding her on this card too. And it's like, even in the darkest times, you haven't swayed from your faith, from your belief that things will get better, that karma is real, that that you deserve happiness and love and abundance, and not just that you know that you deserve it, but you believe in it, you trust in that, and that is really going to help you continue forward on this journey, even though maybe you're feeling a little bit afraid, even though you're feeling like it's taking a really long time. And look at, even in this card, in the Justice card, she has so much faith with her eyes closed here. She has so much faith. She can see even with her eyes closed. She goes into battle even with her eyes closed because she trusts her heart. She trusts in her spirit guides to guide her. She trusts in the divine timing. Of the universe. Even in the dark, she can see. Even with her eyes closed, she can see. There's so much of that here, that you're trusting your instincts. And so I would say that for your next big blessing that's coming in is this feeling of balance. Yes. I'm hearing like self-righteousness, but not in like a negative way. Just, I guess what I'm meaning is confidence. You might feel as though you're feeling a little self-righteous. You're tooting your own horn. You're like, I believe in the universe, and nothing goes wrong in my life, and everything works out in my favor, and you're really feeling into that law of attraction. I don't like to use the word positivity too much, because you know what, we do have really dark days. There are days when our belief and our trust and our faith is going to be tested, and that's a part of the journey. But you've been tested, and you always come back to your faith. You always come back to your inner guiding light, to your own truth. And even through all of these struggles and trials and tribulations and pain and heartache and betrayal, you're like, the darker times have been, it's almost as if the darker the times have been, the more skilled you are at finding your way in the darkness and trusting. The darker things have gotten, the lighter you have become. How amazing is that? That's a blessing in and of itself, and you did that. Spirit wants you to know that you were the one who orchestrated this entire thing. You were the one who always came back to your spiritual truth. You did that, and you were tested. And now, because of those tests, because of those painful past experiences, you now have a sense of self-worth, sense of self-belief, sense of identity. I'm getting a sense of identity that you didn't have before. Look at how peaceful she is, sitting at the top of the mountain, or kind of rising up from the mountaintop, projecting into her future body. It almost looks like a projection, like a projector image out from the mountain, out from the dark path, and just knowing that, like, if I keep my vision in my mind's eye, I follow my heart, things are going to be okay, and I can light my own way. And so your next big blessing, Spirit is telling me, is just finally reaching this sense of self-confidence that I don't need other people to light my path. Spirit's got me. I can light my own path. I can trust that Spirit has a plan. I can trust in the breadcrumbs that I see. I don't need to see the top of the mountain to have faith. I don't need to see the end result to know that it's there. I trust the breadcrumbs. The other day, it was so foggy here when you were driving, you could barely see the next light ahead of you. And I was thinking about it. It's really awesome to be able to to think, all we really need to know or see is the next step forward. And that's what Spirit's telling you, is that your faith is going to bring you more abundance and truth and self-awareness than you've ever had. And it comes from this place of having an immense amount of faith and trust in the divine and in yourself, and being rooted down into the earth, rooting your dreams into reality, making them true, even though other people and life has really tried to get you down, to keep you stuck. But things are going to become balanced. Karmic balancing is at play. You've learned to see in the dark. You've learned to trust your intuition. You've learned to trust your senses in order to light your way forward. And so even though the next part of this phase, you might not be able to see clearly what's coming, but you trust that it's all happening for a reason, and you trust yourself to get through the dark times, to get through the challenges, no matter what, because you've been through it. You've been through the ringer, and you come out so much stronger. You're so strong, and you're so poised and confident. I have a feeling that people are going to start coming to you sooner rather than later, looking for your guidance through these really dark times. People are going to start recognizing you for the leader that you are, and not because you've been to school and you've done the lessons and now you're smart enough to show other people the way. No, you've been through it. You have gone through your dark night of the soul. You've gone through dark times. You've seen what the bad things that other people can do and the effects that it has on other people and communities, families, and now that karma is balancing, but now you are also this wise leader who's going to help other people get through these dark times. You are going to become the guiding light in other people's dark times, and that is your next, I think, big blessing, is really stepping into that power and trusting that and knowing that, like, what you went through is for a reason, can be and will be put to good use to guide other people through their really challenging and dark times. So you might be, I don't know if you're a tarot reader or a spiritual coach or a therapist or even a teacher, maybe or a counselor of some kind, but you're really going to use your own experiences of pain and sorrow to help other people feel strong and rooted and grounded into their present moment, this present life that we're living, because that's all we really know, right? We can have faith and trust in the universe, and know that it's there, like have a deep inner knowing, but what we know, like in our reality, is what we see here, what we feel in this 3D human experience. And if we can root spirit and our dreams and our beliefs and our faith into this world, imagine how much lighter it will feel. Imagine how much stronger we'll feel. And you are going to help other people do that because you've already been through it. And so your next blessing is just trusting that you are the right person to lead people through the darkness. And people are going to start coming to you. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. People will start just naturally coming to you and asking you for guidance because they see how much you've come through, how much stronger you are, wise you are, balanced you are, after going through what you've been through. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Okay, let's pull out some other tarot cards. I like to do sort of just confirmation with the Zen Tarot sometimes. Osho's Zen Tarot. So Spirit. 3 cards. Maybe one more, Spirit. Was there 3 there? Maybe one more, Spirit. One more card for group number 1. Their next blessing. Any advice in order to align themselves with this next blessing, with this power, with this leadership ability. And I'm saying it's not just a leadership role, you know, and it might be like you're the silent leader type, where people just naturally come to you, like you're the guru meditating in the mountains, and people are just naturally coming to you because they heard of you through a third party. There we go. There's not a lot of action you really need to take right now. I think it's a lot about just being yourself and exuding this strong, powerful energy, confident energy that people are going to respond to. They're going to come to you to ask you for guidance. Okay, so I'll lay these cards on top. We have the King of Wands with Creator, the Emperor with the Rebel, Six of Pentacles with Compromise, and the Knight of Cups with Trust. Yeah. You are just like, look at this here. Leap and the universe will catch you, is what this card is telling me right here. Leap and the universe is going to catch you. Let's see. Move this up a bit. Trust me. Okay. Yeah. King of Wands, creative energy. You are connected. Look at this light here. Light, and it's going all the way up to the light of the universe. The light within yourself is connected to the light of the universe. You are this beautiful source of energy, of source energy. You are source energy. You have learned to tap into source energy in order to manifest the life of your dreams. And because of what you've gone through, you've become the leader. Look at these chains around his foot. You've broken the chains that have kept you tethered to the sorrow in the past. This phoenix here, you are like the phoenix rising out of challenges and helping other people, giving them, guiding them, being their source of strength with the Six of Pentacles. I know it says compromise, but this is also about when a wise leader will always take other people's suggestions. A wise leader leads through example. A wise leader listens to their people, connects with them, helps them navigate through really challenging situations, creates balance and unity within an organization. A wise leader knows when, compromise is important in order to move forward. But I think this is more like teaching people not to compromise their values, teaching people how to value themselves, because you have learned to value yourself. You have learned to let go and let God. You've learned to allow the universe to take the reins, or to let go of control of what is out of your control, And by learning to see how powerless you are at controlling other people or worrying, yourself to death, you've allowed the universe to take the reins of your life and balance out the energies that have used to keep you stuck, used to keep you tormented, but now you're moving away from that. You're with trust and faith. Look at out here, the trust, the King, or the Knight of Cups, the trust. Leaping and letting the universe catch you. Trusting in divine timing. Trusting that all of the relationships that you've had have brought you some sort of information, and being grateful for these lessons, being grateful for the chance to learn through your very real human experiences. And now look at all of these major arcana cards too. The Rebel, Hermit, Justice, the Star. Yeah. So your next big blessing, a lot of masculine energy here. Sensibility, power, wisdom, creativity, source energy. You are so wise. Let's get an oracle card. You have so much faith, determination, belief in yourself. Oh, Spirit. Group number one's next big blessing. What is it? What's group number one's next big blessing? And how can they align with it? What do we need to know about group one's next big blessing? And how they can align with it? Just trusting. Wow. Too many cards, Spirit. Oh my goodness, too many cards. Let's get one card. One or two cards. Pile number one's next big blessing. It's just like, what have you been praying for? Because the universe is bringing it to you, and it wants you to know that you have the power to hold on to it, that you are this like leader in your industry, and people are going to be coming to you for guidance and leadership because of what you've been going through. You just have to believe, just keep believing in it and tapping into source energy in order to bring it into your life, in order to align with it. Okay, what's this? Spirit. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Oh my goodness. So this is more advice from Spirit, which is just to play, have fun with it, celebrate, don't be so serious, enjoy your life, and yeah, just start enjoying and have fun and laugh. Don't take life so seriously. Even though you've been through the ringer, even though you've done so much work, Spirit is telling you that now is actually a time to go out and enjoy your friends. Tap into your feminine energy. Dance under the moonlight. Get your toes wet, go skinny dipping, have some fun. That's what Spirit wants you to do, and let go a little bit. You've been through a lot. It's time to just sort of let go, sit back and let the universe take control. And the universe is going to be bringing you, I think it's more of a surprise. Like you're just I think this may be an offer of a leadership role with the Knight of Cups here. There might be an offer of, if you're looking for a new job, or maybe you're being headhunted. I'm getting the idea of like being hunted with this. I said a phoenix, but it could also be a hawk maybe here. I'm seeing a hawk spirit here. And I think, you have this ability to see the big picture, and someone's going to recognize that talent in you, and there might be an offer. And with the King of Wands here, and with the Knight of Cups, I would say that there could be also an offer of a leadership role, but definitely people are coming into your life that are going to start to recognize that you are the authority in this because you've been through it, not necessarily because you've done the studying work to be the leader in this industry, but you've actually been through it in this human experience, and now you know what you're talking about. You know how to kill it. You know how to navigate through maybe even legal matters. You know how to navigate through the justice system. You know how to navigate through the tax system, whatever it is for you. You know how to navigate through the system. Maybe the governmental bodies within your country, within your municipality or whatever. You might be able to navigate through that and help other people navigate through that system as well. With the Six of Pentacles here, you might be that person, that guiding person who can help people who are going through maybe some abusive situations. Maybe you've gotten custody of your children and you know how to work the legal system, you know how to go through that, file the paperwork, get the right lawyer, all that kind of stuff, and you're going to help other people navigate through their divorces, their whatever. That's not for everybody. That's just an example, just coming from me. But you've been through whatever it is, some really dark times, and now you're going to help other people get through it, and people are going to start naturally coming to you. And Spirit is saying what you really need to do to allow that to come in is just play and have fun, because you already have the experience, you already have the connection with the universe, with source energy, and it's going to come to you. And Spirit is kind of wanting you to be a little bit surprised, but an offer is coming in of taking up a leadership role, or even being recognized as a leader in industry, and a lot of people are just going to start naturally coming to you, and your role is to just trust that you have the wisdom and you embody this strength, this power, this balance, that people are that's going to naturally draw the right people, clients, work offers to you. Okay, so that's your reading, pile number 2. If you like this reading, give it a thumbs up. Comment below if it resonated, or if you have any comments or questions or whatever, comment below, share with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any readings that are coming up in the future. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Your next big blessing that's coming into your life is definitely something that you have been manifesting, you've been working on. And actually, pile number 1 was the same. Like, you've been working on it in a different way, though. You have been sort of wishing and dreaming, and I think actively manifesting things to come into your life, something very specific. And whatever it is that you have been working on that's very specific, you've been trying to choose. Like, look at these 2 cards, the Seven of Cups and the Lovers are both cards about choices, about making choices. And whereas, let me just move these out of the way. Oh my gosh, I think that was in the first shot. It's okay. Whatever it is that you have been trying to manifest in your life, the universe is hearing you. Your calls are being answered. Your wishes are being fulfilled with the Nine of Pentacles here. This is a wish fulfillment card. And it's like, see the crows in the picture? Crows are meant to be communicators or messengers from the divine. And literally, they are dropping coins all over this woman in the red dress, this goddess right here. So what I'm seeing here is that you have been actively manifesting and asking the universe for something very specific in your life. You've been making the choices every single day that will align you to the future reality that you've been trying to manifest. Whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your life, you've actually been actively making the right choices, focusing on pleasure too. You've been focusing on your own self-care, your own nurturing, your own pleasure and joy in this life. And because of these things, you've already sort of taken these steps in order to start to manifest, to really bring in the gifts, the abundance into your 3D reality. And I think that there's not even a sense of needing to trust. It's like you've asked for it, you've done the work to align yourself with it, and now it's coming. And maybe with the Moon card here, this is a card of having faith that it's coming into your reality, to continue to do any sort of resistance work that comes up during your day and every single day, you know, to continuously choose your emotions, choose how you feel, choose positivity and light and love and joy, manage your emotions. Don't let things tempt you away from your path. But I feel like you've mastered that. You don't let temptations divert you from the end goal. And I think that with the moon also, you have it could be also come up as if you might have a very unclear vision, but I think from the way that the spread is that you have a very clear vision of what it is that you want in your life. You've been working on it though. You've been working on choosing, and maybe in the past you've struggled with being indecisive. And that's something that you've really been working on, and Spirit wants to congratulate you for working on being more clear on your goals, on the things that you want to manifest in your life, for making the choices that are important for aligning you with your goals. That's something that you've been doing, making those regular choices, and also focusing on passion. What is it that brings you joy? What are you passionate about? Following the things that bring you joy, following what lights you up inside. When you follow that, no matter what, even though the things come up that may try to sway you away or tell you that it's not worth it, that it's not worth the effort, not worth the work, not worth maybe the sacrifices that you've had to make in order to get to what it is that you want to get to, but you have known intuitively, you know that what you want is possible, and you have done the things that you've needed to do in order to align yourself with this dream, and it's coming. I think Spirit is just saying this is really coming into your life sooner than you think, and to not stop now. If you're starting to fear, maybe you have a little bit of fears that this is taking too long, or that maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe I need to choose something differently because it's taking a long time. Maybe I didn't make the right choice. There could be some fears around that. But the universe is saying, you know what? Those fears are natural and normal. It's a part of living in this human experience and going through things that maybe, listening to other people when they say that, oh, it's not meant for you if it's not happening, or there might be too many blockages. Sometimes the blockages are there to redirect us a little bit, make us more aligned with what it is that we're trying to manifest. There's a lot of reasons why things creep up in our path, and they help give us the lessons, the spiritual lessons that we need, the training that we need in order to receive, in order to be in the receiving mode, in order to be able to see the blessings that are coming in. So maybe that's another message here from your spirit guides, is that not only are you going to receive the blessings that you've been asking for, you're going to be aware of them. You are going to look at the blessings that are coming into your life and say, oh, I did that. I manifested that. I overcame the darkness. I overcame my shadow self. I overcame old habits and patterning from my past that taught me that I wasn't good enough, that made it difficult for me to be decisive and take action and believe that what I want is actually possible and allowed for me. A lot of the times we grow up thinking, we grew up having this view of magic. We see magic in our lives. We see how mystical the world is, and we feel as if anything is possible. And then we go through really tough situations, and then we start to learn through our painful experiences that things are not always meant to be. That maybe what we want isn't what we should want, or whatever that conditioning, that programming is. But you have mastered that, or you are about to master that, those subconscious fears, that disbelief in wish fulfillment. Let's get a little more information here, because you've done so much work already. I feel like we'll just get a little bit more information with this Zen Tarot deck. Spirit guys, what does pile 2 need to know about the next blessing? Whoa, 3 cards here. Let's see. We have the Hermit, or the Hierophant with nothingness. Number 5. Wow, look at these major arcana here. Wow, we have 4 major arcana. We have the King of Swords with consciousness, and number 21 with completion. And let's get, I want to just show you on the back of this deck right now, we have the Queen of Wands with sharing. I want you to, I'm going to shuffle again, but I want you to see it because it kind of popped up in my mind's eye and I felt like I needed to show you guys. So here, I'm going to nothingness. Let's move these up so you can see this next row. You see that? Okay, one more card, Spirit. Oh my goodness, I love this for you. It's like manifesting something out of nothing. That's what I'm getting for you right now. Managing something out of nothing and feeling complete. That last puzzle piece in your life that you've been waiting for, wishing for, hoping for, working really hard to manifest, having clarity, making choices that are aligning you with your truth are coming into your life. And look, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So we have the Queen of Rods pop up, and now we have the Queen of Pentacles with flowering. Look at this, everything that you have been working towards, the hard work that you've been doing in terms of manifesting, overcoming your subconscious fears, your subconscious conditioning and programming, the trauma from your past. You are on you are on the level beyond awareness. You've come to be aware of what's happening and why it's happening in your life. You've done all of that work, and now you've been actively manifesting, making the conscious choices of how you're going to manage your emotions and your day and your energy each and every single day, no matter what's happening, in order to bring in these blessings, in order to bring in the abundance that the universe has for you, and really trusting and believing that that's coming, and starting to feel complete. That's the next major blessing that's coming into your life, is finally feeling completion, feeling as if you've now excelled over this next phase in your life. You have learned to be the manager, discerning and managing your thoughts and your emotions, and being maybe a little more logical and wise in your decision making, and you're really proud of yourself, and the universe is also really proud of you for reaching this point in your life. And again, you're going to be manifesting the Seven of Cups here with the Hierophant. You're going to be you're going to be manifesting new luxuries and a sense of completion and fulfillment, and feeling wise and in control of your mind. Oh, here's one more. This popped out with the High Priestess with the inner voice here. Yeah, look at this. Manifesting from nothing, just from your mind and your energy, managing your energy, your emotions, using your mind to get back control of your body, of your life, taking control of your mind. No more feeling self-doubt, no more being at the whim of your mental processes, I'm hearing, and just tapping into the magic of the universe, and blessings are going to start to be pouring into your life, and you're going to feel the sense of fulfillment and completion that you haven't felt in a really long time. And maybe it might seem to other people that you've jumped from here to there overnight, but you've been doing a lot of work over a lot of years. Spiritual work, deep spiritual work on your shadow self, on your internal conditioning, programming, thought processes, inner beliefs, and hearing also your inner biases, maybe even racial biases. Like, there's so much here you've been working on, bringing to the surface, bringing awareness to who you are and why you do the things that you do. You've been doing so much of that work, and also actively manifesting a new reality, a dream that you've been focusing on, and taking those steps towards every single day, every single opportunity that you are aware of what's happening around you and in your life. You're going to be manifesting, and because of that work that you've already been doing for a really long time, you are going to be manifesting something out of nothing, seemingly, although you've been doing the work, mastering your mind for a really long time. And then with flowering here, just feeling a sense of financial security, feeling a sense of abundance and peace, managing yourself really well, really feeling like you are celebrating you, or that you should be celebrated for everything that you've been doing, that you've worked so hard for. A blossoming is happening in your life, flowering is a blossoming, and coming into your own as the supreme being that you are. Wow, wow. Pile number 2. That is beautiful. That is so powerful. I'm so, congratulations. I'm so proud of you for reaching this point in your existence, in this life. You've done a lot of work, and to finally feel, at least on this level, feeling a sense of completion, feeling a sense of everything that you've sacrificed in the past was not for nothing. And now you can maybe the next phase is a little bit more relaxation now that you've reached this level, or things could be getting a little bit busier. You never know. Let's pull another card, an oracle card, and see if Spirit has any more advice about aligning. Whoops, whoa, too many cards, Spirit. If Spirit has any advice about aligning with this, what you need to know about this blessing, about finally feeling a sense of completion and liberation from past restraints, maybe, from doubts, from fears. Any advice, Spirit, for pile number 2? We have 2 cards that popped out of the deck. Ooh, warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling and transformation? Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Where's these? Look at in alignment with the High Priestess here. Yeah, and because of all the work you've done on your mind, managing your mind, your mental processes, thinking differently so that you are experiencing your life differently, you are transforming at a cellular level. Deep healing is happening right now, and because of that work that you've been doing, that deep inner healing, by making different choices in your life, by managing your mind, managing your emotions, becoming the leader of your experience in this life, through managing your mind, through self-regulation, through connection with the right people, whatever it is that you have been specifically working on, the things that you've been manifesting specifically are coming into fruition because of the work that you've been doing, because of this power. You've taken your power back, broken free from traditions, from maybe generational traumas, wounding, and creating your own path and feeling right along that path, and continuously making those choices that are leading you to where you are right now, and obviously where you're going, and really being clear about your goals and not giving up on them, and doing the inner work that has needed to be done, and not shying away from that. It takes a lot of bravery to be that person, to look deep within yourself, to look at those the conditioning, your shadow self, painful past experiences, your internal parts that tell you that you can't, tell you you're not good enough. Like, you've really faced that darkness and come into your own, and you're going to be rewarded for that. And then we have warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? And I think that you have, with the inner voice, with the High Priestess here. You've answered your deepest calling. You have. And if you haven't, if you're still on the fence about wondering whether the path ahead is right for you, this is a confirmation that yes, you have answered that calling. Yes, this is the path that you're meant to be on. Your intuition was correct, and you had to do all this healing work in the past in order to feel really secure and powerful on this path and to be successful moving forward. And that inner work and those maybe setbacks, you might have perceived them as setbacks in the past, were there for a reason, to give you the strength to be this leader, to be this guiding light, to follow through with confidence, with power, with poise, to be self-assured on your mission along your journey. So if you haven't if you've been doing, maybe you've been focusing a lot on healing and not enough on action. And I think that the next phase for you is going to be more about taking the action towards your goals rather than doing the healing work, because you've been doing the healing work and it's really working. And so the next part of your journey is to take action. But you're already aligned with the goals, with the manifestations that you've been calling in. You're already aligned with it. There's not a lot of action, I'd say, that needs to take place in order for you to receive this blessing. I feel like this blessing is a sense of feeling powerful, feeling like a warrior, feeling a sense of completion, feeling like you're finally at the right place at the right time is what I'm getting. You're at the right place at the right time. And then abundance is naturally going to be coming towards you. The dream, especially I think financial freedom with the, let's pull this out with the 9 of Pentacles here and the Queen of Pentacles, that financial stability is coming to you. And this is your gift from the universe after doing all of the spiritual work that you've been doing and making the choices, the right choices that are aligned with your spiritual truth. You've been working on making the right choices, listening to the call of your soul, and now you're going to be rewarded for it through abundance. Now, whatever you have been asking for specifically, I think you're going to be getting. And if it's financial, if you've been asking for more financial stability, I think that this is your confirmation as well, that you are going to be in a place of financial stability, and even having more than enough in order to deepen your spiritual path, to feel really secure and confident in who you are, and feel like, and to feel really solid, like you've built this foundation for yourself of internal well-being and trust and faith and confidence, and now you're going to have an external solid foundation in your material world after all the work that you've been doing. And then now from that place of security and that solid foundation, you're going to feel strong enough to take on this warrior role. And maybe you have like a cause that you've been wanting to fight for, people you've been wanting to stand up for, but you've been feeling like you didn't have a strong enough, I'm hearing a strong enough footing, like a ground zero to operate out of. And now you're going to be receiving that with the Queen of Pentacles here. And so by feeling strong and stable in your 3D reality, in your material world, you're going to be able to take on this warrior reality. You're going to be able to take on those big causes that you feel really passionate about. And you're going to be able to be strong enough to help other people through their situations, because you are going to feel strong and stable in your own self. And that's coming after a long time of doing the emotional, mental, spiritual healing work that you've been doing over the past, I'm hearing, decades for some of you. So congratulations. And this next phase is really exciting for you. I'm excited to learn more. Comment down below with maybe like what your journey has been. Tell me a little bit about yourself. I'd love to get to know you. Please share, like, and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, if you want a personal reading, I do them. You can find the link via the description box below. And then obviously, follow me on other social channels. I'd love to connect and get to know you better. Send me questions, DMs. I'm around, and I'm here for your healing. Okay, have a wonderful day, pile 2, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Hey, pile number 3, this is your reading, your next blessing that's coming into your life, and some advice from Spirit. Holy cow. So these cards took a little bit of shuffling, and then as soon as I did a little more cleansing of the cards and tapped into your pile, it was like boom, they all fell out together. And I swear I have shuffled this deck a lot and in many different ways, and look at just pentacles, just straight up pentacles came out in your reading, and I am like blown away. So if you've been having any sort of issues around money recently, the universe wants you to know, or your spirit guides want you to know, that your next blessing is finally being financially, materially, if that's a word, rewarded for all of the effort that you've been putting in. And normally I read left to right, but Spirit is calling me to go backwards. So you have followed your passion with the Three of Pentacles here. You have really rooted down in your truth of who you are as a human being, as a soul in this present world, and just in this universe, right? This beautiful woman here looks like she's in a completely alternate universe that she's created. She's followed her truth, her spiritual calling. It might have seemed a little bit weird, a little not rooted, not grounded, a little alien to some people, but she followed her truth anyways. You have followed your calling, your soul's calling, your truth, no matter what anybody has said. You know, in this gentle, really soft manner, just with belief, with vision. You are a visionary in this world, and it might have seemed really odd. The calling might have seemed really odd in the beginning, but you know what? You followed it. You've done so much work, so much studying. Let's look at a little. Now these are, this is kind of like my naughty deck. It's a naughty deck, and so I won't hold the cards too close up to the camera. There's a bit of nudity here, so I'm going to keep it, keep it on the DL, everybody. But see this figure here? She's done so much studying, like just relaxing, taking her time, mastering her craft, not worrying too much about what's to come, just allowing things to flow into her conscious space, and doing something about it, following through on her visions, on her soul's calling, doing the work, and not just internal work, but a lot of the external work, learning, studying, growing, mastering, putting lessons into practice. I'm getting that a lot here, putting a lot of the lessons that you've been through into practice, and just mastering your craft. Maybe you've just finished school. Maybe you went into school and you're finishing school, or you went into some sort of like a master's program, I'm hearing, or a PhD program or something like that, or you went back to school later on in life, but you followed this calling, and it's never too late. Like you had this thought, maybe I feel for some of you, this will only resonate for some, and take what resonates and leave the rest. But some of you in the past felt like, is this the right thing to do? Am I too old? Is it too late? And then, you know what? You took the leap and you decided to turn about and do something completely different. Maybe at a later age. I'm hearing for some of you, you might be in like your 40s and 50s, taking a leap of faith and following through on this calling that you've always had, but ignored for a long time. And now, and you found out, you know what, it's never too late. You went back and you mastered the things that you wanted to master. You really put in a lot of the studying effort, collecting knowledge. I'm hearing for a lot of you, collecting knowledge, reading the right books that you were called to read, following through on the quest that your soul was calling you to make. And soon, after years in the desert, maybe you felt like school was taking a long time. Maybe you got your master's, got your PhD, went back to school, or went back to school later in life. It's been a long road, and maybe things have felt with the desert here have felt a little dry, like you weren't getting anywhere. Like what is the what was the point of all of this? Did I do the right thing? How come I'm not seeing the financial rewards that I was promised, or that I thought I'd be seeing after doing all the work that I've been doing? But Spirit is telling you, if that is the case, which I don't know if for everybody that is the case, but if it is the case for you, Spirit wants you to know that your next blessing is being, hold on. Oh my gosh, okay. Your next blessing is being financially rewarded for the effort, for following through, and for maintaining your course, even though things for maybe a little while felt a little out of reach. And maybe for some of you dried up, like maybe you felt like opportunities had dried up for you in one path that you were taking in life. Maybe you faced for some of you a bunch of roadblocks on the old career path that you were on, and then you started to think maybe this isn't the right thing for me, and you took the leap of faith and did something that might have seemed completely crazy. People were telling you that you were crazy, that it was never going to amount to anything. Especially if you went into maybe the creative business, or maybe I'm seeing for some of you, you might be like financial investors of some kind, or you might be seeing a payout from an investment that you made at some point that was risky, that you had a gut feeling about. You did some digging, some research into it. You invested your money wisely, and it's going to be paying off. I'm hearing huge dividends for you in the future, in the very near future. So for some of you who have made any financial investments, they're going to be paying off for you soon. And you might even, Spirit's telling me, you might even think about reinvesting it somehow. If you don't have a financial advisor, I think that Spirit is calling you to seek some assistance, even from some financial advisors, from leaders in the industry, accountants, maybe a professional in the industry who can maybe help you invest your money a little bit more wisely. Maybe for some of you, you're thinking about making an investment in somebody else's vision and somebody else's dream, or having, I don't see so much of a partnership, but maybe as an investor, or maybe you might be somebody who is looking for investment into your business idea, into your new business, and you're looking for investments. And if you are looking for an investor or a loan of some kind, I see that you are going to be approved for that loan for your business, and it's really going to pay off for you. Maybe some of you have really worked at putting together a business proposal, a business plan, and you're submitting it to a financial institution looking for a business loan. After all of the struggles that we've all been through for the past few years, maybe for the past little while, you've been doing your research, going back to school, taking different classes, investing in your knowledge and yourself so that you can birth something new. And now you've put together a business plan and you're making some inquiries in terms of getting a financial loan or a business loan for your business, and I'm seeing that you're gonna be very successful with that. Maybe for some of you, you're looking for a new job, and you've been unhappy where you were, and you're applying to new jobs, even though maybe you feel as though you are not qualified enough. The Spirit is saying that you have a lot of transferable skills from other experiences, from other jobs that you've had, that are going to pay off in this job. Or maybe you've taken classes during the pandemic to help build your toolbox, so to speak, of skill sets that you can use towards in a new job. But whatever it is that you've been doing during the last few years, preparing yourself for the next phase in your career, is going to pay off very, very well with the Ten of Pentacles here and Ace of Pentacles. Like, you just have so much growth and expansion that has also been divinely guided. The Earth Angel here in this realm, like you what's that saying? Pull the bull by its horns. Taken the bull by its horns? Yes, you've taken the bull by its horns. You followed your divinely guided intuition about a business, about finances, investing, whatever it is. You've taken the bull by its horns. You haven't waited for anybody else to give you permission. You've really followed through on a gut instinct, on your dreams, on your visions. Something very tangible here. You've made the right, either financial, energetic, spiritual, whatever, investments in yourself, in your business, into education, into something. And it's going to pay off extremely well with the Ten of Pentacles here. And it's just like you mastering something, really becoming the master of it, and being financially, materially rewarded for following through and living your true purpose listening to your intuition, your gut instincts, following through on your spiritual journey, on your purpose, all of that. Like, you just have been listening to guidance, you've been investing in yourself. Like, so many rewards are coming in, financial rewards, financial stability. I really feel a lot of you are in financial investments, maybe in real estate. Maybe you've invested in real estate and it's going to be paying off, but you are going to be getting a lot of financial reward for the work and effort you've been putting into your career, into your education, into your creative investments, whatever that might be. And even though people told you that it kind of seemed like a pipe dream, it's not. It's really going to be paying off, and you are going to feel so fulfilled and proud of yourself here. So proud of taking the leap and doing things that maybe not everybody believed in you. You know, not everybody believed that you could do this, but you did, and it's paying off. It's so clear. This reading just really speaks for itself. There's not a whole lot I can say. Your next blessing is spiritual, financial, material, abundant reward for the effort you've put in, for following through on your calling, your joy. Whatever it is that pulled at you, that you followed those breadcrumbs, you listened to the call of your soul, you followed through on your purpose, and you are going to be rewarded very well, very handsomely for the effort, for following through, for listening to your soul, and for doing it anyway, even though other people didn't believe in you. Okay, let's get some clarifier cards for this. So much energy, so much power, so much light, so much abundance is being manifested, is being like quadrupled. How many? 1, 2, 3, that's like 15 times. What you want is going to be, what you've been manifesting, what you've been asking for, what you've been working towards is going to be so much bigger than you even dreamed. It's going to be huge. Look at all of these. Like magnifying. It's going to be magnified. Whatever you had thought you wanted is going to be magnified 10 times over. So much bigger, so much more rewards than you had even asked for or hoped for. Wow. What are you building? What are you doing? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles with slowing down. Spirit's taking me to take these. We have the Seven of Swords with politics. We have the Lover's card. Okay, one more card, Spirit. Advice for pile number 3 in terms of their next blessing. Let's move that up. See that. One more. Oh, wow. Integration. Oh, 2 here. 2 came out there. So I'll save this for the end. Or actually, here, these cards are smaller. So we have Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, the Lovers, 8 of Wands, traveling, 8 underneath the 8 of Pentacles, 2 8s, the infinity symbol, limitless potential and abundance. 8 is also the number of manifesting financial abundance, financial rewards, just abundance into your life. And integration, which is number 14, with the Temperance there. So I'm seeing the advice from Spirit is that, this is coming into your life, and there's not a lot you really need to do other than keep the faith, keep doing what you're doing, believe in yourself, and don't play into the politics. That's a strong message that's coming out here. Focusing on what you can control instead of what you can't control. Other people, you can't control them. People are going to be jealous. People are going to try to backstab you. People are going to try to betray you because of just having money. People are going to be asking for a lot of things from you and not necessarily with the best intentions or wanting to see you succeed. And that might be really disappointing to hear. Not everyone's going to want you to succeed, but you know what? You are going to rise above that. Eight of Wands is typically can be about traveling. It can be things moving at a really fast pace, starting to pick up quickly, or communication. There could be a lot of communication with other people, a lot of emails coming in and out, being extremely busy. So maybe moving from a state of being slow, taking things methodically. With the King of Pentacles, he's all about, slow and steady wins the race. And not to get bogged down too much with like the end goal, just focusing on what you can control, what you can do. Little baby steps will lead you into this sense of the Ten of Pentacles, into a state of balance and oneness and feeling completely fulfilled and at peace with what you've achieved, with where you're at. And to not get caught up. Like, don't get caught up. Take things some slowly. Or what I think I'm seeing here too is that things might have seemed really slow, and you might have been investing in your business, in your financial portfolio slowly but surely, but now things are starting to pay off huge amounts. And things are going to start to speed up faster than you can even imagine. So get ready, get excited, because things are starting to really pick up in your life. Financially, you'll be able to reinvest into other businesses, into other things, other passion projects with the Lovers here. I'm seeing some big choices in terms of where to put your money financially, so that it grows, but also to invest into other businesses, other dreams that you might have. And the Lovers is also not just about lovers or loving romantic relationships, but it's also about making choices, and not always, some people don't have the best intentions. So maybe there's a little bit of a warning here that Spirit is saying, look out for people who don't have your highest good in their hearts. People who might be looking to steal from you as well. You've made such huge gains that you might even get people from your past coming back into your life, wanting and asking you for things, trying to cling onto your energy, onto your success. And just to be, discerning about those people. Who do you want in your environment? It's up to you now. You don't have to put up with anything you don't need to put up with, because you've reached this height of success that you have more options. You have the ability to choose where you want to go, what you want to do with your money, what you want to do with your time, and who you let. You have the right to choose who you let into your life. So be really discerning about that. Be wise about that. But yeah, otherwise there's a lot of really cool adventures that are waiting for you as well. Maybe there is a bit of travel coming up in your future, traveling for work or traveling for fun, or maybe both. The options that are limitless. Look at these 2 8s falling right under each other. Infinity. The possibilities are infinite. And with integration here, there's also, a little bit of a message in terms of having balance. Not everything is a race. And so you have a lot of traveling here, a lot of movement, a lot of energy being spent. And maybe Spirit is also telling you here that, yes, there's going to be a lot of quick movement. You're going to be extremely busy. So you need to learning to and practicing managing your time better, managing your energetic resources with the yin and yang here. So learning and being discerning about when you work really hard, when you put in that effort, but also when to step back and relax and enjoy what it is that you've built, what it is that you've created for yourself, and enjoy some of the money that you have. Have fun with it. Take some trips as well. Not everything has to be so serious and so planned out and so methodical. I think that's what the Temperance is telling us here as well. Maybe things will reach a plateau. You might feel like things we have this like hill, this mountaintop here, like we're ascending up, and we ascended up to this huge heights, and then maybe there's this sense of plateauing coming towards you in the future. But maybe this is also not a warning, but sort of a bit of guidance that if you feel over here with integration that you have reached a plateau after ascending so quickly, moving fast, and gaining a lot of notoriety or power, financial stability really quickly, maybe the universe is going to give you a little bit of an opportunity for a break so you can slow down a little bit. And I'm hearing taking control of your senses and refocusing where you want to invest your money for the next phase of your life, invest your time. What other business ideas do you have? What other goals or dreams, ambitions do you have? What maybe community organizations can you invest in? And how can that help you financially and with your reputation in the business that you've built? But I'm not saying a ton about reputation here. I think this is just about, this just huge amount of success extremely quickly. And maybe the universe also wants you to learn how to, because of how quickly you've gained success here with the studies, with the knowledge that you're putting out there, with your experiences in the world, maybe you've gained such notoriety so quickly that it might be wise to look for help from somebody else who can help you manage that a little bit better, manage your expectations, help you maintain balance and order in your life, even though you've gotten to the heights of the success. Maybe finding somebody that you can trust. I'm hearing financial advisor for some of you, but I'm also thinking of an assistant who can really be the gatekeeper to help keep out some of these shady people, that can help you manage your time more wisely. You don't have to do everything yourself. Obviously, you already know that, but making sure you surround yourself with people who really love you and can help you create more balance and order in your life and with your finances, so that you don't tap yourself out, and that you know kind of where your money and your finances are going, right? Keeping track of it. Once you've reached these heights of success, it can be amazing, but you also, with great success and power comes great responsibility and the need to manage your finances when there's so much more expenses. You know what I mean? With more abundance comes more responsibility, and you might need some help managing that in your day-to-day life to take some of the pressure off. You don't have to do it all alone, but being really wise about the decisions that you're making, especially in terms of where you're putting those financial rewards that you've gained. Not everybody, reaches success and knows how to manage their finances, and I think that that's something that, and a piece of advice that Spirit wants you to have. But your next financial or your next blessing is just after all of this study, all of this work you've put towards mastering your craft, and even maybe mastering your reputation, just really getting the financial, especially material rewards from all of that work, and self-belief, and following through on your purpose, your calling, your true calling. You followed it, and now you're going to be specifically financially rewarded in Spirit. It's just saying it's going to come really quickly. You might need some help managing your finances, your time, your energy. Once you've reached this height of success, you'll be a little bit surprised at how torn your energy is, and at the manipulation that people will have that will come to you at. Not everybody wants you to succeed, or some people want to take advantage of your success, of the hard work that you've put in. So I think Spirit is saying, get a gatekeeper, I'm hearing, that will really help you manage your time, manage your energy, and even just somebody who, like a mind manager, someone you can talk to about the people in your life, to get a really good sense of someone who's a good judge of character, I'm hearing. You don't want to be, I'm hearing defrauded. Like make sure that you're wise about that, and don't allow yourself to be defrauded by people who don't have the best intentions. I think that's a big warning coming through in this pile. But otherwise, it's been a little bit slow and steady, and then things are going to just start taking off financially for you. So you've made really wise choices about your life path. You've had a vision for yourself, for your business specifically, and you're following through, and it's going to be paying off. But yeah, just, make sure to also take some rest and just enjoy what you've built, what you've done, what you've accomplished. Spirit is so proud of you, and you should be really proud of yourself too. Okay, let's get some oracle cards from this deck. I didn't do too many oracle cards today. I don't typically use a ton of oracle cards, but let's pull one or two. Let's see what Spirit has. I pulled one for group pile number 1, 2 came out for pile number 2. Let's see for you. Spirit, easy. Okay, you got the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Yeah. This might even seem like, yes, you put in all this work into this idea or this passion, you've studied, but I think with this 8 of Wands here, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about that. Pile number 3, my camera died in the middle of that message, and we're just wrapping up, so I'll just quickly say that, yeah, you've been working towards this for a while, but I think that it comes easily, or that you had that clear vision about what you wanted to do. You followed through on your path, on that vision, on your soul calling, and it might have felt not always effortless. Of course, there's always challenges, but it's really come together. The calling was very strong in you because you've been training for this for lifetimes. You've been working towards this dream, these skills that you have, this intuition that you have, this strong sense of direction and truth and soul alignment, because you've been working on that for a really long time throughout lifetimes. And so you are birthing this beautiful new experience into this life right now with all of this abundance, because you've been working on it for lifetimes, like healing trauma from other lives within your soul, reclaiming your soul, calling it back to you. You've been working on that for so long, and that you are going to be financially rewarded for that in this life. So that's what this card is all about. This reading has been all about. Thank you so much, Pile 3. This is your reading. Thanks for being here. If you like this reading, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a reading. Share with your friends. Comment below if you have any comments, or if this resonated and you want to talk about it. DM me or connect with me on any other social channels. Thanks again, Pile number 3, and I look forward to connecting with your soul, with your energy next time. Have a great day, evening, sleep, whatever time you're listening to this. Thanks so much. Bye.